it a different way. You ain't got to do all that yelling, all that screaming over, all that hollering.
So she understand where I'm coming from.
She really does. Yeah.
I told you I've been there since I was like 25.
I don't like the motorcycles.
Yeah.
Motorcycles.
Hey, why
noise pollution?
Speakers be louder than the car speakers.
Hey,
I don't get that.
Like,
they had to pay a lot of money for those.
Hey, man, I'm gonna get some bumper in. Hey, let me get the motorcycle speakers. Let me get them.
No, for real.
Driving down the street, I'm hearing.
It's always the old dudes.
It's the old dudes. It's before I let go like a motherfucker.
That's back.
I'm chopping that one up.
That is what it is. They got the handlebars all out here.
This motorcycle.
At you.
That's the bite right there. Hey, it's about that time, man. We here with the gang is all here. Essential AF podcast show. Man, we are in the building, man. Another episode, man. Your boy Jonathan C. Smith. Man, I'm so happy, man. I feel like I got my brothers, my sisters here, man. We got a fan reunion going on, man. And we are so happy to have Big sis back, man. You know what I'm saying?
We missed you, sir.
Off her FMLA leave.
I really did.
You know what I'm saying?
I had an extended FMLA.
Yeah. She's back, baby. Sharita is back in the building, baby. Yeah. What's going on?
Don't come up in here with that chopper, though.
Oh, not the chopper. Not the chopper, man. Not the chopper.
No, just a lot going on. So, I'm back, though. I'm back in style again.
We happy to see you.
So happy.
Hey, look
Yes.
good.
I can finally form Voltron.
Exactly. Voltron has formed.
Finally formed Voltron.
Voltron was handicapped for a long time. He was walking in trying to fight.
One arm shit. Yeah, man. So we got Big Sis. She's back, man, in the building, man.
Yeah.
My guy right here, leader teacher. What's going on, dude?
Not a whole lot. Very happy to have this wonderful,
for sure,
beautiful smelling lady back.
For sure. What you smell like, Lee? What you smell like? Apple cinnamon Cheerios over there?
No, she smells
very specific.
Very.
She smells like sweetness and reparation.
Thank you.
I take reparation.
To my
beautiful smell. Listen.
Man, to my right here, man, the fitness guru.
Yeah.
Jasmine P. Van. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm feeling very awkward because I'm used to looking at this screen, so I'm trying to look at the right screen, so I'm feeling a little awkward, but I'm happy to be here, y'all.
That's what's up.
Also, y'all know how you laugh, not laugh nervously, you just laugh even when you don't know what's going on. Who is Voltron?
You know what? Let's put it in better terms. Power Rangers.
Okay. Yeah, we can do the Power Rangers.
Voltron is the original.
Voltron is the original Power Ranger. The Lion Voltron, not the car. Yeah. If there's ever a moment in your life where you get to watch Voltron, make sure it's the Lion Voltron.
Okay.
Although they did reboot it and it is on Netflix.
It never fails, man. It's always something. It's always something that she has not seen, not know. Too funny.
Show just laughing. Yeah. Joke, baby.
I can't see what her facial expression was.
Right.
Because I'm too busy looking at the
Right.
I let
you know what? The fact that you are able to be like, put yourself out there and be like, what's Voltron? Yeah. Instead of just keep it going with the joke and everything. Because a lot of people would have just kept going and been like, Maybe later on down the
like a utility company.
I knew it was some type of monster, or I assumed it was some type of monster. So
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I want to know.
I'll make
'cause
sure.
I
I'll
might,
make sure to date my references.
Yeah.
listen, because I might try to use it later. Y'all be
Right,
like,
right.
okay.
Make sure we edit a picture of Voltron in the podcast.
And last but not least, he needs no introduction. We're gonna give him one anyway, man. The resident fool of Essential AF Podcast, Brandon Steele. Be still in the building. What's going on, my guy?
Man, happy to be here.
Yeah, man. Yes, it's beautiful Saturday, you know.
Saturday.
It is.
Yeah. You know, the birds are chirping, the crackheads are walking. You know, it's a great Saturday here in the city of Memphis, man.
It is.
You know
Folks is
something?
begging.
Yeah. You know, just another day in the city of Memphis, man. Yeah, so we about to go in for about the next hour, man. So y'all make sure y'all check us out, man, on YouTube, Essential AF Podcast as well. Instagram, get on Instagram, you know, we doing that as well, man. We doing all social media.
Everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? We everywhere, man. Facebook, Essential AF Podcast. You know how to find us, man. As, you know, we also go live throughout the show, so y'all can see what's going on, man. Y'all can see what I have to deal with, with all these people, man. Because all these folks need checks. They all need government checks once a month.
No, we need essential checks.
That's
Hello.
it.
Thank you.
The back pay
Let's
is
be more
real.
I told
specific.
y'all, I took 60. It takes 60 business days to get your FMLA money. Okay, I got you.
Mm.
I got you, man.
Mm.
But hey, we about
Just
to go
like
in. We about to go in, man. We got some things to talk about, man. A lot of things going on in the world. Definitely, like I said, RIP Gangsta Boo, man. Her funeral is today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just her impact and everything. We talked about it last week, but yeah, man, we losing our legends, man. 2023 is taking everybody out.
Yeah.
It seems like, man. So definitely RIP to her with the services going on today.
Absolutely.
We got a serial killer,
Okay.
a serial killer in the city in Westwood.
Killing and burning.
What in the law and order is going on in Westwood right now?
And how has it gotten up to 6? But my first time hearing about it was yesterday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, I think I watch Law and Order a lot, so I
Right.
think I'm a professional.
Don't-
There does have to be a certain number before they
Yeah.
say that it's a serial killer,
Yeah.
and I believe that number is either 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And that's when they'll
Yeah.
say
With the
it's
same
Yeah.
type of
Yeah.
Yeah.
same
Exactly.
pattern.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna talk about that. We'll get into that, man. And speaking of numbers in 6 or 7, did y'all hear the story?
Oh my God!
Did y'all hear the story about the super train that was ran?
How do we just segue so
Yeah.
perfectly for him?
You know what
Like
I'm saying? Yeah.
speaking of 6 or 7.
Right.
Gonna ride that
Right.
train. You ride
Yeah. Yeah, man.
And that woman was she just smiling.
Yeah.
She just happy.
So we gotta talk about that story as well. If y'all don't know, man. Yeah, Shawty. And it was her, and her husband was cool with it. He was a cop also, and he was cool with the other officers and everybody. Just
Oh, I didn't know he was.
yes,
Me either. I didn't know that.
yes.
That is a category on on a site.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Type of site.
Definitely.
Christian Mingle.
Yeah, Christian Bale. Yeah,
He's
man.
on there.
So we gonna talk about that, man. Cause like, I thought the whole train thing was dead and gone. That was like back in high school and stuff, right? Like niggas still ran trains.
Never gets old.
Especially when there's another category involved. Starts with the B, ends with the C.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Hey man, so we'll get to all of that, man. Also our final segment. Hey, hear me out, man. Our opportunity to talk about whatever's on our heart, whatever we want to expound upon, whatever has gotten on our last goddamn nerve this week. We're gonna talk about all that and more, man. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. And also, man, we always come up with this random, spur of the moment relationship topics or anything. So anything that that just happens, we'll talk about as well, man. We'll get into it, man.
We're saving relationships.
We're
That's
saving
what we do.
relationships.
Every show.
Definitely.
We save
Every
relationships.
show.
Definitely.
It's our job.
That's what we do, man. You know what I'm talking about? So let's go ahead and get into it, man. So, serial killer in the city of Memphis, man.
Yeah.
All right. Like, I ain't never heard no shit like this. Not here.
Not here.
You hear about it in other cities, you see about it on shows and stuff like that, but we might have something really, really going on like that in Westwood right now, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on that?
I'm like you. I think it's because we're known for, or certain levels of crime,
Right.
certain types of crime, and things
Right.
like that. But we've never seen. I feel like if you describe crime in Memphis, there's a certain type, certain certain crime we're going to hear about. But this right here is just different.
Right.
Just like with the situation with the kidnapping thing, that's not a crime that's typical of Memphis.
Right.
So it's a little unnerving. It is, and it's so marginalized in that one neighborhood.
Right.
That's
Right.
what's even more alarming.
Yeah, man, definitely. It's wild. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that this person, he shoots the victims in the head, then he burns the bodies. You
This
know?
last young man, what was his name? They just had him on the news. They found him behind a church. Found his body burning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Burning, like they found
Wait,
it
so
wow.
the
young
school
guy?
secretary?
Yes, him.
What?
That was
Yeah.
part of it.
He was. I don't know if that was part of it,
But
he
it
was
was
found
that.
behind a church burning, and he had been shot.
Wow.
Wow.
So, wow. Okay.
What's the relations between
all the victims, right?
Right. Like
That's the first part.
Right, like are these people like? Because it's in Westwood. I ain't really freaking Westwood that much, but it's like, what does all the victims have in common?
Yeah. Was it random?
Yeah.
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 I mean, when putting on since I've watched many Criminal Minds, I mean, when you shoot someone in the head, that's obviously boom. But if you're putting them on fire,
right? That's like intimate
hate.
or whatever. Like
That's hate because fire equates to rage.
Yeah.
So that is like some hateful shit.
Yeah.
So I mean,
well, let's be profilers real quick.
Yeah, let's.
Y'all think?
Have they
y'all
all
think
been in? Do we know that?
We don't know.
I'm assuming it probably has been though, because the reason why I say that, I think it would be more of an outcry. You heard about this before if there was women involved or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So I think it's probably like all black men. You know what I'm saying?
And this is the first time that possibly the education secretary being connected to it as well, because at first I thought it was probably just like homeless men,
right?
Like homeless, and because if it was that, then ultimately one would think white man, racist, cleaning up the streets of black people. But if it's something else, then it's just it's something else, because again, like I said, the fire part, that's the big thing.
The fire part could be that you're trying to hide evidence on the body. Sexual assault.
Right.
That could be happening.
Yeah, the possibility.
See, it'll really be like real crazy if it comes out that all the victims actually like kind of knew each other some type of way. So then we need to be on the police force.
I'm telling you.
I was about to say.
I think we can. I think we can solve the case.
I would be if I was. I'd have to be a detective. I couldn't be no just regular cop, because I would just be patrolling Collierville, just pulling over random white people. I would be all day. Is there a problem, officer? Is there going to be? Hands where I can see them.
Because that area, Westwood, Walker Home, that's like Mitchell High School, that area, right? P Valley. Okay, no, that area. Okay, all right, yeah, man. I think we should go patrol.
Oh, you go right ahead.
You know what I'm saying? And we solve this crime ourselves, man.
Y'all let me know.
Neighborhood watch, man. Yeah,
y'all
neighborhood
let me know.
policing. Okay, all right. So I'm by myself. All right.
I'll tell the story.
Jasmine, you down?
Show me how to
down.
work this.
I'm not down.
Show me how to work this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you
I'm not down.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we'll be here Saturday.
Right here Saturday.
Essential AF True Crime Podcast.
Hey man, I mean, you got a plan. I mean, all we got to do is white face.
You know what I'm saying?
White face.
Right. Yeah, man. But but it's crazy. Like I said, it's something that you would see on TV shows. Like I said, you just never think of being your own backyard like this, man. And then if the numbers continue to grow, you know what I'm saying? At this point, man, like then you're gonna definitely see more national media and CNN and things like that. When we putting eyes on this as well. But it's crazy. It really
Which
is.
I don't want.
I was gonna say the last thing.
I don't want national media to follow this, because once that happens, the city is in a bad light again. I mean, it's already in a bad light, but I feel like within the past maybe 10, 15 years or so, we've built a pretty good-ish reputation in this city. Like, yeah, there's some good and bad, but I think like it's not like when I first moved here in 2000, where it's like you moving to Memphis. Oh shit, yo, you're gonna be dead within 6 months or something like that.
Yikes.
I think that when you bring that national media attention, again, going off the shows that I've seen, it makes MPD look incompetent. Kind of are. But I hope that they start releasing a little bit more information. Like, not a whole lot. Obviously, you don't want to mess up the case, but I just want to know where the victims were found. Because kind of like same thing with you, Brendan. I don't go to Westwood that much. I actually used to teach at a school down there, which will remain nameless, but I have no reason to go there. But I know people that live in that area.
Yep.
You know, and so I want to know exactly where it is. Obviously for my own, like, ooh, maybe there's a pattern, but also because I want to know if the area is growing, if it's one certain spot. All of those different things. I think that type of information is important for us.
I want to go back to something you said just a moment ago. So you think the national perception of Memphis is better now? Or because, like, to me, I think I think it's gotten worse.
Worse.
I feel like
way worse. Yeah.
I feel like it's better.
I
feel like it's better than it's been.
Things other than crime. I feel like the national perception of Memphis is better because of like sports, music, things like that. I'm not talking about crime and things like that, but
so let's say you out of town, you know, another city or whatever, you get picked up by an Uber driver and they in conversation, they ask you, hey, where you from? And you say Memphis. What's the first thing you think they're gonna say?
Oh, man. No.
Grizzlies.
Elvis. They gonna say first 48.
I think
Bingo.
either.
They gonna say first 48.
Well, they always. That's
I love the first 48. Yeah,
it is.
It's just not here.
Yeah, not here.
Right.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That is the first thing that people have said anytime I say I'm from Memphis. But I think now, like, you know, maybe Grizzlies, Penny, things like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I get Penny. That'll be the second one, but the first one is always first 48.
Yeah.
I
always think about murders for sure.
Cops was out before first 48, so it's a bunch of cities I can. Y'all was on Cops about 15,000 times.
But it's like certain cities, man, like Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Where you just people automatically, you know, assume, you know what I'm saying, equate crime, assume the worst about the city. When
you're right.
Like I said, every city has good and bad, you know, but
no, you're right though.
When I'm out of town, like I definitely, you know how what's the Eddie Murphy face I be using? Yeah, like that's the face that people make when I tell them that, you know, I live in Memphis or, you know, or grew up here, or from Memphis or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the face they make. They automatically thinking,
well, you keep,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I'm bad,
right?
You know? Yeah, man.
I'm from Memphis.
But like I think it takes, like, you know, if the Grizz went on a you know, NBA Finals run or won a championship or something like that, it takes, you know, major things like that to kind of happen to change people's perceptions.
Music.
You know, and also change, I think, our own perceptions of the city.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, we need, like I said, the Tigers almost pulled it off back in the day, but like I think the city could rally around something like that.
Memphians,
you know what I'm saying?
Always finicky people.
Yeah.
Very.
All this fake love.
Yeah.
It's like we love Memphis, but then we are also Memphis's biggest haters.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of how that is in other cities, because you know people always say stuff like, "Oh, they do it in other cities. Every city has their." No, I just feel like Memphis just hates Memphis. Like we hate it here. Like I feel like that's how people put themselves out there. Get out of here. It's a horrible city.
Right.
I'm tired of the people in Memphis. I get that, but I don't know what it will take to make people actually. But then when they leave, oh, I love my city.
Yeah.
I love my
Definitely.
city. Yes.
I know when I first moved here, and I didn't think that I was going to be here that long. That was always the thing. Like, you know, people would always ask me, "Oh, you moved here from California. What do you think about it so far?" And I would just be like, I mean, it's all right. Well, then leave. Like, oh, okay, excuse me.
Yeah.
I think people just really like the culture of Memphis. You know, they don't like the bad, but they like the culture. Like how we can take, like, you know, small things and just make them something big. It's like the name of the guy, you know, after the game, he was like Memphis.
Right.
Everybody
Right.
there,
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
but I think at the same time, you know, people want to connect Memphis to negativity. You know, it's always like if you go out of town, you be like, you know, I'm from Memphis. Oh, you wear Big Scar. He just killed that gangster boo. Oh, y'all folks, you know. And it's just that, you know, I think that'll be, you know, they'll be everywhere. You know, even like you go to Chicago, you know, it's certain parts.
I think Chicago has way worse, you know what I'm saying, as far as public perception. Yeah. Right.
Go.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I was gonna
You
say
to be on the O block, you know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
First off, where the O block at? So
right.
Yeah, man. But like I said, you see it all the time on Facebook. You know, folks that have moved away, and when stories, situations happen here, like man, you know, like right, they had the worst things to say, you know, about their home or where they came from or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you see it all the time,
and
man.
that's their prerogative. But I just think that if you're gonna speak negatively about your own city, how can we ever, you know, evolve?
Right.
You know, we already have enough people, you know,
Yeah.
or and enough negative things going on in the city. So why not? You don't even have to speak about it. Just let it go.
Or do something about it.
Do something about it.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know,
because I'm speaking good and bad.
Yeah. Right. You know, you're part of the solution or you're part of the problem. You know. Now I'll tell you one thing: Memphis will rally around. Now, an outsider, if an outsider gets on social media or whatever and try to talk bad about Memphis, oh, we on your ass. We on your ass, man. That's one thing
That's true.
Yeah, if we don't do nothing else, we gonna flame you now. We gonna
Jordan Clarkson of the Utah Jazz trying to square up.
Right.
Little bitch ass.
Yeah. We gonna talk bad about you now. Definitely.
And it's not even trying to be on, and that speaks to it as well, because we're not even automatically always on some violent stuff. Just trying to check you. Right. Really gonna try to cut you, like really just gonna try to hit you in the heart. Like
we going through your whole social media.
Right.
Yeah.
And all your pictures.
Find the pictures of the kids.
Oh yeah.
Crooked tooth looking ass kid.
Right.
I'm telling you, man.
Can't afford no braces, ain't
Make me want to fight.
Number one city in America when it comes to checking somebody. It is Memphis.
Sure.
Yeah.
When you see somebody check, you're like, oh, you must be from Memphis.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of, all right, when was the first time that y'all can remember that y'all got flamed up by somebody?
Okay.
What was your first experience? You're like, whoa.
I first moved here. When I first moved here, and a friend of mine took me to Beale Street for the first time. And we on Beale Street looking around, and she saw some folks that she knew. And she was like, hey, this is my friend Lee. He just moved here from California. And then dude looked at me, and then he was just like, hey, California. And then they just went in on me.
What they say, bro? Give me this.
No, I don't want to relive that. I don't want to relive it.
PTSD.
But I was just standing there, just stunned, because I didn't know what to do.
Right.
I was like, what's happening? All I said was hi.
Yeah.
And this thing,
everything they said,
exactly.
I tell my students this story all the time, and they always get a kick out of it because I don't mind putting myself out there like that. Because I also tell them that I didn't know what was happening, and whenever you move to a new city, I always say it's like learning a new language.
Oh yeah.
It took me about 3 years of living here in Memphis before I got it.
I get it.
But
yeah. I understand. Yeah, man. Yeah.
At the end, Lee. Nice to meet you.
With a lot of alcohol. With a lot of alcohol.
Right.
Because I didn't know what to say.
Right.
Like, what do you say?
Right.
And it was like when it was over, they were like, "All right, man, we gonna see you." And I like went out and put my hand down. Like it was like I was thanking them for checking me.
It was like a greeting.
It's a greeting. They like you, Lee. They like you.
You know, since y'all are homegrown, man, I'm gonna tell my outside story since I moved up here like Lee did in my early 20s. So I was working at a community center out there in Klondike, Katie Sexton Community Center. Remember, right next to the north side. Yeah. So I was a summer counselor plus basketball coach, with like 7th, 8th graders. So it's summertime, man. I'm from Houston, right? You know, I grew up in the suburbs, so you know, I had my white boy shit on. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Lord.
You know, so I had the the little polo shirts and you know, and I had these khaki khaki shorts on, right?
What kind of shoes? Where were they at?
All right, so I'm about to get to that. You know, she had the white boy shoes, right? You know what I'm saying, little loafers or whatever, man, little slide shoes or whatever. So what do they call them? Sperry's? Sperry's. They had them shits on.
I can see the whole outfit now.
Exactly.
I can see the whole outfit now.
Right. So this is like
Calipari up in there.
exactly. So this is what 21-year-old JC at the time. All right. So you know, I'm having fun with the kids or whatever, and they're in there doing their thing, whatever, little room there, playing video games and stuff. And I come in there, man, this one kid, man. What's up, man? Little tight short khaki wearing that. Man, well, I tell you, my heart stopped, bro. I was like, what the heck? Right. And it's like, what's up, man? Little shorts wearing that nigga. Little khaki.
So your shorts were up here.
I mean, they was like right here.
That was
you know what I'm saying?
The knee.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And you said early 2000s, you had knee showing?
Just do that.
I know they chick.
Yeah, man. So I quit working there. They was on me, bro. And then like what it is like when one goes everybody. Yeah. It's like in packs. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. Yeah, dog. So you homegrown Memphians, man, born and raised here. What was the first time y'all remember
I've never
getting
been
flamed by somebody?
I've never been flamed like that. Like I've never now because I don't know, I never knew how to check. I grew up in the suburbs too, but and let's see, I went to Bartlett and we had this one group because it was like 80-20, about 20% of us. Yeah. But we had a group of people who posted up in the cafeteria and they checked whoever walked by. Yeah. Baby, do you think I ever went that way? Shout out to Angie. If she ever sees this, Angie used to flame everybody. It was her and a group of other people, but I know Angie was the only girl. And Angie was on a nigga head.
For real?
Yeah, on a nigga head. Shout out to her. She's a basketball coach now.
Okay.
But, a basketball coach. But, yeah, I never, and they were like flaming folks, white folks, black folks, all of them. Yeah. I never went over there because I don't know how to check. I didn't. I'm better now, but I didn't know how to check back then, so my little feelings would have been hurt. Right. And I can't go out like that. So
I got you.
Avoid it all the way around.
I was a class clown, so I did the checking. I would never check. Well, I won't say I wouldn't check because when I had surgery on my back when I was in the 6th grade, so I had to wear this body cast. My best friends on
your head,
the shit out of me when I say, "Oh my God!" I think I was like the Ninja Turtle ass. I was mad.
It built your character.
Ain't nothing you can say to me. Go ahead, rapping.
Yeah.
But yeah. When I that period, them 10 months in that case, oh no.
Can you remember one thing they said about the?
That was the most thing that I remember was being called Ninja Turtle. Because I had this cast.
Right. Damn.
And that was my good friend saying that to me.
But I think, did you just say, like, builds character? That was a thing, though. Like, it really does.
It makes you tough.
Because another thing that I always tell my students, like, when I was bartending, at the places that I bartended at, I would get checked mercilessly, but I would be checking back.
Yeah.
But then, ultimately, in the end, it was like, you didn't really take it personally.
Right.
And then that fully helped me when I transitioned to teaching.
You know what? That is actually a thing. You know what? Memphis checking could really be a course in building character because you know what? If words don't bother you, that's a big that's a value in life.
Yes.
And a nigga will check you out your drawers. You got to be careful. Folks be ready to fight behind checking. Folks be, But once you realize it's just a game, just back and forth. Yeah. Then like like you said, nothing bothers me. You can't say nothing to me that's gonna bother me.
Yeah. B, what about you, man?
I ain't never been flying. So that's all I can say. I know how to come back.
Yeah. Nobody ever tried you though? It had to be like one time somebody tried you, right?
No.
Really?
Even when Flaming House be coming on, on the show. I know how to come back. So get them folks up off me, man.
I was gonna say that is true too. It's like, man, your head big. I don't know,
Yeah.
something that was just like cut up like, oh.
Okay, so they'd be like, okay, man, your head big. Nigga, where your head at? Little neck ass, just anything. And I always teach my kids how to check too. And my kids be having checking competitions because my daughter come home and said, they was talking about me. Well, what you say? I told them they this and this and that. And then we'll have like a, you can say this, you can say this. What they eyes, like, what they look like.
Right.
You can say this, you can say this. Kind of teach you.
I love that. They not doing this in California. They not doing this in other places. Teaching your kids how to check.
I say, look around the house. Look around. Find something, and then just put it off on them.
Because that's the key thing. That's the key
thing.
They don't
always have to make sense.
It's like it's a moment where it's like, okay, gotta look fun. Okay, dude, shoes small. Shoes is dirty, knees is ashy. You know,
The arsenal.
like got some flakes. Got some flakes on your shirt. Okay, let's go. And it's like that. That's the thing.
You gotta do it. You gotta analyze.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta analyze.
It's a process.
Right. Now, it's never happened to me, but I've seen where, it's a little checking circle going on, and then somebody try to jump in and join in, and then everybody turns on that person.
Can't laugh too hard. Got to be way off in the distance.
Like, you laughing, ain't you?
Exactly.
Triple teeth ass.
Right.
Now that's me. It'd be so funny, but I'm like laughing to myself. I don't need the attention on me, but that was funny though.
Yeah, man.
I know the worst I would see it would be when I was teaching high school. I'm not going to name the school, but it was kind of like what you said earlier. Like, it would just be folks, just flaming folks walking in. When the weather would be nice, people would be outside. And so they'd be outside and you would just see, again, just circles. And the circles would just kind of move around to different areas. And Lord help you if you were a teacher that got caught. Because it was it. That was it. They didn't care. Man. They didn't care if you were the cool teacher. They didn't care if you was admin. Nothing like that. If you got caught in that tornado, it's over with.
That's true.
Man.
I had to learn how to check, because if I check, I'm like, oh, Jazz, your head big. Well, you failed last year, so
exactly.
You have nothing to say.
Yeah,
your grade point average is like non-existent. See, that's
you can't spell your name.
And then it's just like, well, dang, Jazz.
right.
We just checking. You went.
Why'd you do all that? Why'd you do all that? Oh, I thought. And then you try to play it off like, oh, I thought we was checking. Then we was just having fun.
That's why they be ready to fight.
Yeah,
but you really can't spell your name.
Right.
Yeah, man. Hey, like I said, kids are terrible, man.
Kids
are
horrible people.
They really are. They're the worst, man.
They are.
Kids
and it's because
worst,
they're
dog.
unfiltered.
Yeah.
And when I say kid, I mean all the way up to like 18.
Yeah.
Until you learn kind of discernment of like when you should say something, shouldn't say something.
Right.
Because I know my sarcastic nature now, I know I was probably way worse when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, as far as just saying whatever's on my mind, kids are horrible to each other.
Terrible people. They're terrible people, man. Don't have any. If you haven't had any kids yet, don't. All right.
I don't want to teach badass kids.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. We
I'm into each other.
Yeah.
I didn't mean
to.
Well, they can't be
to
to each other.
Yeah. And if you have great kids, right? If you got good, respectable kids, you know what I'm saying? They say please, thank you, and all that. Like, that's a blessing right there. Because some of these kids, Brandon, I know you can attest to, man. Like, what happened to just the respect factor for your elders? You know what I'm saying? Like, your two kids are great kids, man. I'm talking about their friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, addressing you as,
Mr. Mrs.
Yeah, addressing you as your first name. Yeah, as opposed to right.
Hey, Brandon, kid. Brandon.
You know what I'm saying?
Brandon. Not even Mr. Brandon. Not even Mr. Brandon.
Since we gonna talk about
Let's get into it.
So, my son's girlfriend took it upon herself to send me a message. How she got my phone number, I don't know. But she was like, hey, Brandon. Okay, so she's like maybe 15, 16, maybe something like that. So I'm reading the text, and the first thing I see is, "Hey, Brandon." And I'm like, okay, so what the fuck this coming? Is it talking about?
Right.
Right.
And so, my thing is when you see that level of disrespect like that, immediately check the child.
Yeah.
Let them know you can't expect every child to know better.
True.
Right.
So I read it and I didn't respond back. So I read it to the next day. And what pissed me off is that, on the iPhones, you can put the thumbs up, thumbs down, a heart, or exclamation mark.
Yeah.
She exclamation marked the message.
She yelled at you.
Bitch, she
She
yelled at
yelled
a child.
Brandon.
That's right. She said, Brandon.
I'm like, all right.
Hey, Brandon.
So I said, "Do you know my son's last name?" And she said, "Yes." I said, "So I'm trying to figure out why you calling me Brandon." And she was like, "I apologize, Mr. Steele."
Right.
So, just
Yeah.
You can feel the eye roll when that happens.
That was
Mr. Steele.
So then, if you don't disrespect me like that, I went off and said, "How about you, if you want to do stuff with your boyfriend, how about you try to encourage him to do better around the house, keep this damn shit clean and this,
Right.
that man went
I went in on my son ass, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. This was
Right.
yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Because you can tell a lot. You can tell a lot about a child that's not respectful. Because, like I said, that starts at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got disrespectful ass mama and daddy, the great grandmama, all them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
And the fact that after you corrected her, that she immediately corrected herself means that you knew better.
Yep,
better.
you better.
Right.
You knew better.
Mhm.
You've been getting away with
I
it.
would even accept Mr. Brandon.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm only 41 years old, but I just don't want a child calling me, a child I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By my first name. You either say Mr. Brandon or you can say Mr. Steele. Or you say
Sir.
Brandon Jada's dad or something.
Right.
I mean, I get for me, and I think it immediately after people find out that I'm a teacher, then all this just without fail, with kids and adults, I'm Mr. Lee.
Right.
I'm Mr. Lee. Just it's just immediate.
Definitely, man. I'm gonna tell you something else that burns my heart, man. When like my daughter's friends, 'cause she's 19 now. When they come into my house, speak.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
What
what
Are you mute?
keep
Are you deaf? Yes, speak.
Yep.
I did have that problem.
Yeah.
Stop you in your
Hey,
tracks.
what's your problem? Yeah, like you can't talk. You know what I'm saying? Say something.
That was a big thing for me.
Right.
That was a big thing. I would just
Yeah.
walk in and.
But they're just not being taught. So we kind of can't blame them. They just don't know no better.
Right.
But once I correct you,
And then you definitely need.
Exactly.
Yep.
you better know what you better know what
You know what
to
I'm
do.
saying? Yeah. Like I said,
And take the garbage out before you leave.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Come in the house, say, "Hey, Mr. John, Mr. Smith, or whatever." Don't just walk in my house. At first, you didn't even wipe your feet on the rug before you walk in the house. You gonna walk in, sit on the couch, and not say nothing.
Grab the remote, start painting feet.
You gonna be all in your phone. Oh, so you all on TikTok right now. You can't say nothing.
Right.
Look at his face, y'all. He's so sincere.
Yeah, recently.
Burns him
That
up.
recently happened. Yeah, man. Like, you gonna speak, you come to my house now.
You doggone right.
I agree
You know
with
what I'm
you,
saying?
and it's
Definitely.
happening younger and younger.
Yeah.
I know of a situation that happened where 12, 13-year-olds, it was like a party, and lots of cussing, obviously the twerking and all that kind of crap, sitting on boys' laps, things like that. And as a preteen going into teenager, I just feel like there should be. I know what people were doing when I was younger, so I guess I'm not surprised. But it was still under wraps. Like you never allowed your parents or an adult to see any side of what was going on with your friends. That's it.
Right.
But if you had like kids who curse in front of adults, that's a different level of disrespect. But even going past the ma'am and sir, because if they doing that, they definitely ain't addressing you as ma'am or sir.
Right.
And if they're getting younger and younger, they're starting younger and younger. And like you said, the parents, but I just feel like some of the parents are like of like our generation. So I'm like, where's the disconnect?
They become their friends. They want their approval. They want their kids to like them.
Man,
I respect them.
Yeah.
And that's what the big thing was with us coming up. We had respect for our parents.
Right.
Yeah, well,
You
I'm
had
like,
fear.
what I got like, I ain't
Fear.
your friend.
You know,
Fear and
I just
respect.
It's your parents. Yeah.
Fear and respect.
our generation, we didn't, you know, we were like, you know, we were saying yes sir, yes ma'am.
Right.
And I guess as the generation gets younger, they were like, you don't have to call me sir. You know, I don't want people calling
That
me man.
part. Yeah.
True.
That
That is
part.
true.
Right. Right.
I got that too
Yeah.
though, but I still did it because you're right. Because it's as you get older, things repeat. Like I remember when I was younger, calling people ma'am, and so or mostly ma'am.
Right.
I remember calling people, you don't have to call me ma'am. I'm young.
Right.
I'm too young to be ma'am. And I get it now but now when kids call me ma'am, I'm 33. I still feel like I'm pretty young, but yes, you do call me ma'am.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
So it was different for me
Mhm.
because that wasn't how I grew up. It wasn't a yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no
Right.
ma'am in Michigan and in California. So that part
Definitely a
was
Southern thing.
because that was always the thing. Like what you said, like don't call me man. Like that would happen a lot with me when I first moved
Right.
here. Be like even before teaching, just with someone that would be younger than me, be like, yes, sir. And I'm like, why are you calling me sir? Like, I'm only 20-something at the time.
It's
don't call me sir, dude.
I don't know. It's
you know, but now, and it's still in some ways kind of make me a little uncomfortable.
Right.
I think for like if I'm getting Mr. Lee out of it, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Right.
The yes, sir. Like I always felt like if that had to be said, the sir and ma'am and stuff,
Right.
it was the grown up trying to assert dominance
Right.
over
I feel
the
you
kid.
there.
Yeah.
I feel you there.
That's I know that's not the case, but that
Yeah.
was what I felt.
I agree with you.
And you got to think about it this way too. With it, like you said, it being a Southern thing, and people up north, that it's a Southern thing as well, like Jim Crow.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah.
So I think that's why like people up north are like, no, don't be served. Like, you know, I ain't your master.
Right.
But I think that's why a lot of people don't like sir and ma'am as well. But us in the South, you gonna say sir and ma'am to any adult,
and it's for a respect thing.
It's just it was respect for us.
Right.
It wasn't about I fear you. It was I respect you.
Right.
Definitely, man. And
I agree with that.
hey, man, listen. Hey, studies have shown, all right, that if parents out here, if you raising disrespectful kids out here that don't say please, thank you, yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, the chances are that they may be involved in the train. They may be involved in the super train when they become of age. All right, all right. There's studies out there that have shown that. Okay,
I'm mad that I was really
I was like listening. Something.
That's a study. There's studies out there that shown that.
Mad.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's science?
Yeah, it's science. It's science, man. Definitely. I think that's what happened to the police officer.
Can't argue with science.
The police officer. She didn't say please and thank you back in the day.
She might have been
Okay.
saying
She might have been saying
he was saying
She had all the manners.
Let's talk about the super
so what
train.
exactly happened?
All right, Ben, I'm glad you asked that. So the super train that word came out the other day, the story broke where it's actually happened here in Tennessee. Yes, in Tennessee. Laverne.
Oh, in
Laverne, Tennessee. Yeah. Yeah.
Nashville.
I say, how far is from Nashville? How far is from Knoxville? How far is it? So I know.
So the Laverne Police Department, they were having a good time. They were having a good time, man. Yeah. So it was all officers involved, and it was the wife of an officer who was basically, hey man, getting ran through. All right, you know the song said, "Ain't no fun if the officers can't have none." Okay.
So all together is just they all had been with her.
No, all
of the above.
Hey,
you get the facts straight.
Please. Yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing all of the above.
They had a night, maybe a couple nights where, hey, tag you it.
Oh,
you know,
at the job they were doing some of them did on the job. Because one of them I think they said got fired. Because they did it at the job.
Yeah. So they was like, we got a shooting. we got a shooting down the street. Can you respond? Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I'm on break right now.
Backshot.
Backfire right now.
Backshot.
Can't respond right now. Yeah.
Get somebody else.
Can you get Thomas to go? Yeah, call Thomas. Yeah. But yeah, man. So yeah, like I said, it was like I heard up to 10 more officers that were involved. Yeah.
I just want to know how that conversation starts.
Right.
How does that? Because I've said on the show a million times, like I'm a square. Like people think I'm adventurous. I'm not adventurous. Like, how do you lead into that conversation? How is it just like if it was like, yeah, hey Brandon, Sharita here think you cute.
Like,
Yeah, like how does that start?
What's up, then?
Like, I don't like where does that start?
I'm sure they're probably
like an episode of Bang Bros or some shit.
That's exactly what it is. I told y'all it's a category for this. Listen, they probably
it is all these categories though. What's up?
They probably sent the woman. I don't know what he's talking about. They probably sent the woman to solicit these men because first of all, y'all know how some black men feel about a little white coochie. So they probably jumped at the chance. And then once they did jump, they're like, oh, you know what? Is it okay if my husband watches, or if my husband, or you got anybody else that wants to come?
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
So you think it started off as probably her fantasy to have?
I mean, that's something
to have a BBC.
You
know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, let me not stereotype, but yes, like maybe so, or even her and her husband discussed it. Like, something, y'all, weird. There's a girl that I went to high school with. You know how you just friends with? Facebook goes back forever. I don't know. So you just friends with people from maybe high school, whatever.
Right.
So something popped up on her story the other day. This nigga be doing like some swinging stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and you advertising it.
Yeah.
So
watch my story.
I would have never thought that, they be, but you don't know what people do behind closed doors. Yeah. So this probably old girl and the husband, they just recruiting.
Yeah.
They just recruiting.
Right. Wow. And my thing is, all right, like, okay. So couldn't they find a better looking white girl?
You know they don't care about what the girl looks like.
They don't care.
All right, okay, bet. All right, check this out. If I was an officer on that staff or whatever, right? And they were like, hey, listen, don't know what you're doing this weekend, JC. But hey, me and my wife are having this little get together, man. You want to come through? All the guys are gonna be there.
The guy's gonna be there.
Yeah, and I know what your wife looks like. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, but
you're going to the party for.
The whole listen. No, they're telling me what it is.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
They're like, hey, listen, I don't know if you're into this, but we got this little situation going on, man. My wife, she definitely wants to, have a team building exercise, And but my thing is, if your wife looks like Baby Stewie, looks like Stewie from Family Guy. I ain't about to take part in no team building exercise with her.
It don't really matter what
it wasn't about what she should like.
Right. When all you worried about is the Gawk 2000.
Right.
No.
2000, not the 3.
Bro. I'm trying to
have an intimate session.
Right. I mean, like, wait, y'all trying to be together for
look like something, dog.
In the background, out of uniform.
Now, if she look like Hillary Duff, all right, then I'm in there, okay? All right, I got a thing to Hillary Duff, but that's that's a whole nother story. Yeah, she bad. Yeah, she got a black girl booty. But yeah, no, like
maybe this girl did too.
No, I saw a full body shot of her. She Baby Stewie in the face. All right, with a receding hairline. How you? I can't do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know that people don't care.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
and I'm sure they got turned down by some people too, maybe. So
because I think you looking at it as like you trying to build a relationship with this person. No, it's just
you just straight physical.
Yeah,
y'all used to see the mugshot of them 4 women that got arrested by a school on Facebook.
I saw that.
Y'all must have seen that.
I saw that. Yes.
Somebody buying it.
It's there was 4 women that got arrested for soliciting. And
ooh, Lord.
People. Listen.
What's the other one? The Crypt Keeper, Freddy Krueger, Jason No Mask, and
Jason with no mask,
Burnt Chucky,
and Leatherface.
Y'all stupid,
that's the 4 people that was on the damn screen on the screen.
And I guarantee that was not their first arrest.
Right. And one thing I've learned is that coochie has no face.
No.
As my mom would say, that it's true.
It probably is a song.
Passing the face.
All they want is that patch of hair.
Right.
Missy on the remix? Missy on the
Coochie don't have
right. Hold on. Hey, I can't speak for other dudes, but I can't just hit anything, bro.
Hey,
even in my younger days, dog.
A whole bunch of coochie.
I can't do it, bro.
Your face.
You gotta lose.
Chad said he's been solicited.
What up, Chad?
Chad has been solicited. People just
and I can see that, being bartenders, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, look, I no shame. I was not turning it down. It didn't really matter to me. I was because again, for me at the time, I was getting attention that I wasn't used to. I was like, wow, you find me interesting?
Right.
Let's go.
Right.
Like that was the thing. So, and then I would say probably about 28 to 30 years old was when I started just shutting it down. Yes. Right. I was.
That's good for that.
That's exactly how I was. I was like, you peasant.
They're like, hey, they're doing it to leave.
You know some too,
I'm thinking, what are you doing tonight, sweet cakes?
That's what it was. That's exactly what it was. That's exactly how it was.
You were like, no.
We gonna say, Jeff?
Probably the exact face too.
Yeah.
No, but I think too, speaking to the guys that participated in this, that's something that a lot of people are probably into in our community, but it's not normal in our community. So white girl asked for the train, and I don't know this for a fact, but I fully believe the husband probably like watched or something.
Oh yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like that's not something that's something normal.
They've done that before.
It's
The
not
Mandingo fantasy is real.
Exactly.
The Mandingo fantasy is very real.
I told you how you pronounce it.
I told y'all it's a category.
Cuckold.
And that's not something that our community is usually into.
Right.
So that's why they were probably
where y'all been?
No, I mean so like normalized. Like people act like just
it's happening.
It's
it is now. It is a thing.
Yeah. It's happening. It's just
it's been little clubs here.
Yeah, I've been invited.
And MLGW was a big participant.
For real.
Yeah.
I've been invited.
Right.
Off the air stories.
I don't know nothing about it.
But yeah, they out here. These clubs are out here, man. I've been invited to underground, team building exercises, you know what I'm saying, in the past. But I ain't there.
I mean, you got a mark.
I'm a wild boy. I ain't that wild though.
Trademark team building.
We know Chip because
that's such a great way to say it.
Yeah. Jasmine, Shelby County Schools having the underground.
Oh yeah.
Actually, yes.
And that's why they did the school.
Hell, the lead participant.
At one school that I worked at, there was definitely there was two.
Yeah.
Two schools that I worked at, there was a lot of team building.
Oh yeah, they probably all happened at Dr. George Ray house. Yeah.
You know what?
This was pre-Joris Ray.
Okay.
I know there was an incident at a school that I worked for, where it was in a classroom and a kid supposedly saw it. It was a whitey and a black dude, and that was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Husband got involved and all that type of stuff. It was a whole thing. So
yeah.
It was a white and black dude?
No, I'm sorry. Whitey as in white woman and a black dude.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, man. But yeah, it definitely all goes back to, I think they all had that fantasy. You know what I'm saying? They've all thought about it, if they haven't acted on it, man, so yeah, it's they out here, man. You know what I'm saying? The freaks come out at night, and they also come out on patrol as well. You know what I'm saying? During their shift. You know what I'm saying?
They're supposed to have a whole club.
In folks' houses.
Swingers and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely, black folks are totally into it. I just think we act like it's not a thing. I don't know.
It's no whatever you like. You know what I'm saying? Do what you like or whatever. There's levels to it, man. I know. There's levels to my, my freakiness. You know what I'm saying? Like I have limits. I know I'm not going beyond those limits, okay?
You not doing baby Stewie activity.
No.
That's too much.
No, man, too much, man.
Did you ever see that movie, Eyes Wide Shut?
Anxiety?
No, Nah, bro, I can't. Nah, if you don't you gotta look like something, bro.
None of y'all ever see that movie, Eyes Wide Shut? Would you do the Eyes Wide Shut? like the super sophisticated,
secret
kind of,
society.
yeah. What's the password?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If I'll say this, if she was down, if my partner was down for it, I might, some
Even more so
spontaneous
as
shit. Yeah.
what if you were just single, like just a part of the party?
Right.
Would you do that?
Nah, I think I'd be too shy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Like,
I'll be in there waving and shit.
Right. Can you
I like what you're doing there. I like
your girl get banged out by multiple dudes though.
Nah,
The
see, nah,
language
bro.
he's using.
Right, yeah, why you
Get
gotta say it like
banged
that?
out.
Like, yeah, man.
That's
Why you say it like
that
that?
is what would happen.
I couldn't. Nah, bro. I couldn't watch that shit. But you know what I'm saying?
Jay-Z be able to
Yeah. I'll be over there.
do your thing.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
be like, only I do that. Me.
Now you taking it too far.
Let's
Right.
You go to
the nerve.
You pick somebody and everybody line up for your girl, like, and they all
Yeah.
around. And you
Nah.
doing your thing, be like, damn, everybody want me.
Right. Nah, I had to kill somebody at night. But and then in my ego, yeah, in my mind, right. But see, my ego, can't nobody do my girl better than me anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In my mind, my ego.
See that?
I can do that shit.
Yeah, right. All this shit, right.
He's jumping around right now, like that. He was out of frame.
Yeah, right. Can't nobody do it like I do. You know what I'm saying? So that would definitely be definitely a blow to my ego, no pun intended. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, bro. But like I said, there's limits to it. Like I would consider, a situation like that. But I know I couldn't be there in the same, I view of it, man. Like we have to be, different areas, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, man. Which y'all freaky.
Wild boy. Y'all
Yeah.
wild boy.
Yeah. Like what's all right? I mean, before we move on, like what's y'all's like limits? When it comes to situations like that, like would you consider? Have you ever seen the movie? Probably not. Eyes Wide Shut.
No.
But you know the premise of it, though, right?
It sounds
like a secret society sex club,
like
right?
a sex club.
Rich people, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Rich, don't give a damn.
Yeah, when you rich.
Yeah, you really don't give a damn.
No,
I
it's poor.
I was gonna say the money don't matter.
No, the money
I
doesn't
just
matter.
wouldn't be much fun. Like I wouldn't be fun. Like first of all, if you're not super attractive, I don't even want you to hug me or touch me.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's like I just wouldn't be any fun. I don't do it tonight. Guess what? Let's do it. Not tonight. No, I just wouldn't be any fun. Jazz, do this, put on the show. I'm just not like that at all. So I wouldn't be any fun at y'all's club. Yeah. Maybe I'll serve you some drinks or something.
Yeah, I'll take around. Yeah. I'll take around the wipes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll take around hot rags. It's good to see you again. Right. Y'all have fun.
Do you need a rag? I got a rag for you.
Hot tag.
And maybe a little eucalyptus because I know you're going to need that thing going to need to be soothed after tonight. I seen who came in.
Right.
Y'all better have a time tonight. I would be that person.
So you're going to be at the front desk. Y'all see
it. Okay.
Right. That would be me.
Hey, Johnny.
Exactly. Good to see you again. It's been a while, girl.
We do have Uber services if you drink too much. Like that would be
that is me.
Man. But shout out to all the freaky people, man. Yeah. Hey man, but shout out to all the freaky people out there, man. Like I said, if that's what you do
enjoy
it. Indeed, man. Man, Central AF Podcast Show, man. We about to get on down. We got one more segment. The Hear Me Out segment coming up here in a moment, man. Make sure you guys go to YouTube, man. Go upload the show. Check it out, man. Like, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Definitely share. We definitely, man, we working on that as far as getting our, viewership up. I got some things going on behind the scenes, working with some people, man, to get those numbers up, man, so we can do big things in 2023, man. So go to Instagram as well. Go check us out at Essential AF Podcast, all that good stuff, man. Facebook, you name it, man. We everywhere, man. We on MySpace, Black Planet.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. Hell, we even on Parler. We on Parler also. Nah.
Don't put me on, man.
It's the
It's where everybody where they go to be racist.
Yeah, it's the right wing social media
Well, so it's a
platform.
good thing I didn't know.
Yeah, Trump, a bunch of Trump supporters, yeah, definitely.
Well, that makes sense because when we was doing the thing and we had our token racists come through.
Right. Exactly.
I miss those guys.
Yeah, man, definitely.
KKK.
Right, all that dumb shit, that crazy shit. But yeah, man, final segment. Hear me out. Last opportunity for us to, whatever, it was something that we wanted to talk about, forgot to talk about, or something's going on this week, and we just want to, get it off our chest. It's our opportunity to go ahead and say so, man. So, hear me out as always, man. We start with the professor, Lee, the teacher, man. Go ahead and drop some knowledge, dog.
Hey, is this my camera right here? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, hear me out. And I've said, Brandon and I, we've talked about this. We've talked about it in the group a lot, but it needs to be definitive right now. If you drive a Infiniti, you suspect. I don't trust you.
Off top.
I will never trust you. You could be my bestest friend in the whole wide world. The whole thing with Infinitis has to end. If you drive an Infiniti, you did that shit.
Yeah.
Pure and simple. If you drive an Infiniti, you did that shit.
Wow.
Go away.
Not go away.
No.
Get a Subaru.
You're talking about a specific model.
A specific model?
Because those Infiniti trucks are nice. The new it's nice, yeah.
It is a specific model.
Any Infiniti.
Wow.
Any Infiniti.
Wow.
And I got a coworker that has one of the brand new ones.
Mm-hmm.
Nice looking, but I side-eyed her every time.
Wow.
I side-eyed her every time. I can't trust
The
it.
perception.
Like
Interesting how that has happened,
You're
though.
right.
Nobody outside of Memphis is looking at Infinities like that, but we've been tainted.
Mm-hmm.
We've been tainted.
We've been infected.
Wow, that's interesting.
So
Because you're right, though.
Yeah.
When you see an Infinity, it's like,
So the way you
right.
Yeah.
The way you look at an Infinity is the same way people view folks from Memphis, basically, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's funny that you mentioned that because when I lived in California, it was the Honda Civics. That's what it was because everybody was turning them into racers.
Yeah.
So it was exactly
Yeah.
before Fast and Furious even came out.
Right.
So the way I don't know if it's still like this in San Diego, but the way that I look at Infinities is the way that California's looking at Hondas.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
The more you know.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good one, man. Jazz, Sharita.
Hey, well, I'm just gonna say I don't know if y'all can attest to this. I don't know who older than me or not, but now that I'm 41, I'm starting to not like people. Like everything aggravates the fuck out of me, man. Like, so I mean, is that a thing? Is it like something I'm going through? Or
It is very real.
It's real.
It's very real.
It's like
You elevate over the BS.
Yeah.
You just go up and up, which is how life should go.
It's getting to the point where I can't stand people, man. It's like,
Especially people that are half your age.
Yeah.
From I would say, and don't worry, you're okay, Jazz. For me, because I'm 45, so 20, because 20-year-olds think they're 21, 20 to about 32. That's the range where I'm just like, what are we gonna?
Right.
There's nothing we have. And like, why are you talking to me? Why, like, especially when they start saying some in the old days type shit.
Hell yeah. They'd be like, was you alive on black TV, the black and white TVs? I was like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Was it true? Was it true that MTV played music videos?
Yeah.
How did you slide in DMs back then?
No, B, I feel you with that. I really do. And I think it's just an elevation of the mind. That's what I think. Because I think we can put up with a certain type of BS for a long period of time. You just haven't seen the light. I don't know if that makes sense, but I get what you mean with that. Like you have a low tolerance.
Right.
Very low tolerance for just stuff. I get it.
Like I'm my parents now. Like when you drive and you see people doing this shit,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I said, if I was a police officer right now, I was pull your ass over right now, guys.
Something wrong with your turn signals?
God damn it.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Oh, you 7 years away, Jasmine. I don't even understand how you almost
Yeah.
there.
You gonna turn
You'll
up,
know it.
You gonna turn
When it
up,
happens, you'll be like, oh Lord.
I've been there since I was like 25. I've been there for a while already.
Yeah. Got anything?
I do, but that reminds me of that what's that commercial with the dude trying to get people to not be like their parents. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're
Y'all know
talking
what I'm talking
about.
about?
Was it like a progressive commercial?
Yes,
Oh, that,
yeah.
And the guy's
Dr.
like
Rick.
in the bank, and they made a line, and the line was all out of whack, and people just dude was like, if everybody could move to the right, single file line, like it does stuff like that. Does just start to bother you, and then you think about when you get older. But hear me out. I hate loud cars. Noise pollution just drives me insane. Mouth noises.
Body
So the
noise.
music earlier, that was it.
Body noise.
Body noises.
Shut everything.
Creaky noises.
Listen, I cannot stand unnecessary. I call it noise pollution. I cannot stand noise pollution. Just like if y'all are watching the show, you probably heard that stupid car or whatever that was drive through here and it lingers. I cannot stand noise pollution. People who smack, people who make just mouth noises. Period. Like
I don't like the smack.
Oh, that's why you didn't like it.
Yeah.
You got
and they're doing it on purpose. Like you're not used to your car yet.
Man,
I can understand when you first get it right, but then you crank it up, and then it go, and you in the car go,
God, please stop. I'm getting irritated.
See,
And I like loud music and things. I love loud music and things like that. I like noise with purpose.
You expect
That's just.
all of a sudden you hear an ambulance go by. You're like, stop it.
Ambulance is okay until they do get right up on you, but they getting on past you, so it's okay. But I really hate that as I've gotten older, I hate unnecessary noise. I hate it. And when a child screams, like, they might be screaming out of fun and laughter. Have fun a different way. You ain't got to do all that yelling, all that screaming over, all that hollering.
So she understand where I'm coming from.
She really does.
I told you I've been there since I was like 25.
I don't like the motorcycles.
Yeah.
Motorcycles.
Hey, why do motorcycles speakers be louder than the car speakers?
Hey,
I don't get that.
Like,
they had to pay a lot of money for those.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go get some bumper in. Hey, let me get the motorcycle speakers. Let me get them.
No, for real.
Driving down the street, I'm hearing.
It's always the old dudes.
It's the old dudes.
And they
it's
be
before
bumping.
I let go like a motherfucker.
That's back.
I'm chopping that one up.
That is what it is. They got the handlebars all out here.
This motorcycle.
At you.
That's the bite right there. That's the sound bite right there, man. Yeah. Hey, man, I got one. That's I'm using. I'm cutting yours up. That's definitely the sound bite of the day right there. Hey, hear me out. I'm so happy to have this lady back on the show, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're so happy. Like I said, because you bring a perspective of like you've been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like you've seen it all, you've been through it all, and the wisdom that you have, and then you cool as fuck. You know what I'm talking about? The fact that we've been knowing you, I've been knowing you 10 years?
I think so.
Yeah, about 10 years now, man. You've been A1, day one, you know what I'm saying, since the beginning, man. You've always been you. I've always appreciated that. You've always been a good friend. I can call you like, hey, man, I fucked up again. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, I did again. Right. You always put me back on track. Give me the advice or even the ass kicking that I may need at the time also, man. So I'll give it up for Sharita, man.
Thank you.
Give it up for Sharita, man. She's back. She's back, man. Definitely, man. And that'll do it, man. It's been another great show, man. Like I said, y'all check us out on YouTube, man. We're going to upload the show right after this, man. Check us out on Tuesdays as well. And like I said, during the week, depending on what's going on, we may go live if something happens that's worth us talking about as well, man. Or just for the hell of it. We just bored or something, man. We want to,
holla at y'all.
Talk to y'all, holla at y'all, man. Get something off our chest again. Hear us out. Whatever's going on, man. So definitely check us out. Like I said, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Essential AF Podcast, the whole nine. We're doing big things 23. Gonna be a lot of special guests I have lined up, man. A lot of great celebrities here in the city, man. I'm gonna try to get some folks outside the city as well, man, to join us here on the show, man. So
Wait. I'm sorry. Apologize.
You could go ahead.
I apologize.
You
I had to stop because it just popped into my head.
Okay.
Martin Luther King is happening up on Monday.
Yes.
So
Yes.
special message for you dumb, racist, Republican motherfuckers out there that enjoy doing racist shit and have the nerve to bring Dr. Martin Luther King's name out your mouth. Shut the fuck up.
There it is. There it is.
That's all.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Additional. Hear me out from Lee, man. Hey, shut the fuck up. All right.
PS.
PSA. PSA. All right. Definitely, man.
Keep Dr. King's name out your fucking mouth.
Hey, man. I'm your boy Jonathan C. Smith, man. For my guy Lee, the teacher, for Sharita. She's back, show enough, man. She is back, man. For the diva, Jasmine, divish, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you know, you be like, what's her name? Lauren Hill. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah,
Really?
yeah. You know, you just never know. Man. You know.
Wow. You did.
Got
That was.
I think we got flamed.
Yep.
I think that was a flame.
Yeah, man, Lauren Hill looking at us. But and last but not least, man, my guy, man, we couldn't do this show without him, man. The homie, Brandon Steele, man. We want to remind each and every one of you guys, you are all essential as fuck. And we are out, man. Join us again next week, man. We'll go live and all that stuff during the show as well, so y'all can comment and get your laughs off, get your jokes off as well, man. Y'all might want to check somebody on the show. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, but be careful. Be careful. All right.
I know how to do it now.
Right.
I know how to check now.
Right. Yeah, man. We out. Peace, y'all.
Peace out.
All right.
Be safe.
Enjoy your weekend, man.
Before I let you
That was a good one. That was a good one.